Hi, I'm Casey Ellis, the CEO and co-founder of BugCrowd, and I'm joined today by Kimberly Price, our Director of Researcher Operations, and Abby Mulligan, who heads up Customer Success. We'd love to thank you, firstly, for joining us for the inaugural BugCrowd Buggy Awards. People really form the core of what we do, and today is about honoring success and excellence in the interaction between a group of hackers and a group of companies who've decided to invite those hackers to help them out. As a company since 2012, we've spent our time and focused on advocating successful interactions between these two folks that desperately need each other, but have a history of not getting along too well. And what we've seen over the past 3 years is an incredible increase in the velocity, the success, and just the general understanding that exists between these two incredible groups of folk. So without further ado, I'd love to hand over to Abby Mulligan, who's going to talk about two customers in particular of BugCrowd's that just really crushed it this year. Thank you, Abby.
Thanks, Casey, and thank you everyone for tuning in today. I'm very excited to be here to recognize two of our public programs, and while I'm only able to award two, the truth is our entire customer base is such an amazing group of organizations that are truly advancing the bug bounty and vulnerability disclosure space. That said, our first award that we're going to be giving today is the award for Best Program Response Time. And this award is really important because, as Casey mentioned earlier, the real key to success of any program is the relationship between the researchers and the customers and that communication. So we looked at all of our managed programs in 2015, and the top three for median response time were Jet.com, Fitbit, and Simple. And I'm very pleased to announce the very first Buggy Award going for Best Response Time in 2015 is Fitbit. Since launching in September, Fitbit has awarded 70 submissions, and they have a medium time from triage to acceptance as less than a day. So they've been an amazing team to work with, and we're super happy to recognize them. So congratulations to them. The next award we'll be presenting is the Best Program Researcher's Choice. Thank you, Kimberly. This award is excellent because we surveyed our entire active crowd from 2015 and asked the question, what is your favorite program and why? And the responses were overwhelming. They talked about how good payouts, good rewards, understanding communication, really just working and partnering with the researchers as the highlights, and particular to our winner, their custom disclosure policy was one of the things that they wanted to talk about the most. So that said, our top three receiving votes were Indeed, Western Union, and Tesla. And the winner is Tesla. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Tesla program, they launched mid-year last year and include both the web targets and their cars. And the best part about it is they've received over 1,200 submissions, had paid in 2015 the second largest payout, and they're really leading the charge in the automotive industry for getting more customers and more folks, including that as part of their scope. And just on a personal level, they're one of the most devoted and unique teams to work with, and they've very much become a member of our extended family. So we're very happy to present this to them. Congratulations, Tesla. So that's it for our customer awards. Just want to take the opportunity to thank all of our customers who work every day to work with our researchers, work with us at BugCrowd, and really just driving home the fact that bug bounties are important and really good in our community. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Kimberly Price, who will be doing the Researcher Awards.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us today. It is an honor to have the opportunity to recognize members of our crowd for their performance in 2015. We have an exceptional crowd of researchers that do amazing vulnerability research for mobile applications, web applications, IoT devices every day, helping protect end users of our customers around the world. The awards we're going to give today are based on submissions made throughout 2015. And the first category we're going to award in is researchers who worked on disclosure-only programs. These are programs that had no cash rewards associated at all, but simply received kudos points from BugCrowd for their submission. It's important to understand how kudos points are awarded. Thank you, Abby. Kudos points are awarded based on the severity of the bug. Our vulnerability rating taxonomy is used to help customers and researchers alike understand what a critical vulnerability is versus a defense in depth or low risk vulnerability is, so that they can prioritize their resources efficiently. Obviously, the critical vulnerabilities get the most points, and the low submissions get less. So when we start talking about these researchers, please recognize they did all of this work simply for the joy of protecting customers and improving application security, not for the money. So that said, our finalists in this category are a researcher named NG, that's his username, and he made 35 valid submissions to disclosure-only programs in 2015, and his overall accuracy score with our crowd is over 90%, so he's done some nice work there. Our second finalist in this category is Vishnu Vardhan Reddy, a university student in India who joined the crowd in 2015. By contributing to disclosure-only programs, a number of P1 and P2 submissions, he rapidly earned a position in the crowd, which allowed him to be invited to private bounty programs as well. Our third candidate in this category is a researcher named Miko, who is currently placed number 3 overall in the crowd and has an average acceptance rate of over 90%. So, without further ado, the winner of the first annual Buggy Award for Most Disclosure-Only Program Points is Vishnu Vardhan Reddy. Congratulations, Vishnu. The next award is for recognizing the researcher that submitted the most non-duplicate P1 vulnerabilities in 2015. And a P1 vulnerability, thank you, is a critical vulnerability that results in significant security impact to the application. We again have 3 finalists in this category. And I do want to point out that in 2015, over 1,000 P1 vulnerabilities were submitted to BugCrowd customers by our crowd. And these are just the 3 researchers that submitted the most of them. So our category finalists are Nahamsek, a US-based researcher and university student that has been active with the crowd since early 2014 and is ranked 9th in the crowd overall. Across the pond in the UK, we have Bitquark, and Bitquark is currently ranked number 4 in the crowd overall and has been participating since 2013. And our third finalist in this category is just a little further east, still on continental Europe, and that's Mongo. Mongo joined the crowd in June of 2014 and rapidly put up some pretty significant numbers. He is currently ranked number 2 in the crowd overall after just having been in the program for under a year. So, without further ado, the winner of the first annual Buggy in most critical P1 submissions in 2015 is Nahamsek. With 2 submissions more than Mongo and 14 P1 submissions, this award's for you. Congratulations. The last award that we're going to give today to researchers is what we like to call the MVH, or the Most Valuable Hacker. Thank you. Now, this award isn't going to go to the researcher with the most P1s or the most submissions, but the researcher with high volume, high severity, and low invalid rate. To qualify for this prize, researchers needed to have an acceptance rate over 95%, an average submission priority below 3.0, meaning that the majority of their submissions were P1 or P2, and an invalid rate below 10%. And honestly, I was completely thrilled to see how many researchers we had who met those qualifications. Today, we're just going to recognize the top 3 in this category, but they are all some of the best and brightest that are in the information security industry today. So, our 3 finalists in this category are Nijigwa, which I am terrible at pronouncing, so we'll put it on the screen. And he is one of our European crowd members since 2013. He's ranked 10th overall in the crowd. We also, once again, have Mongo. And as I mentioned before, he's ranked number 2 in the crowd and joined in 2015. And our third finalist in this category is Harry Kool, a researcher from India who is currently ranked 6th in the crowd. The winner of the first annual Most Valuable Hacker Award, and it is my honor to announce, is Harry Kool. Harry submitted 90 valid submissions with an average priority of 2.8 in 2015. And if that is not award-worthy, I don't know what is. Congratulations, Harry. I am so honored to get to work with our crowd every day. While we've only recognized 8 of the exceptional members, there are hundreds more doing amazing work to secure customer applications and devices, and I cannot wait to see what we have in store for next year's Buggy Awards. Thank you.
Okay, so that's it for this year. We'd like to thank everyone who was awarded. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Kimberly and Abby, for being a part of the first inaugural BugCrowd Buggy Awards. It's really a part of what we do to adopt a culture of gratitude to the people that we work with throughout the year. So you're going to hear more of that just as we go along. But I'm very much looking forward to joining you all again next year for the second annual BugCrowd Buggy Awards. Cheers.